by the end of today's episode, we could be in the Champions League final, which means we're potentially 2 episodes away from the end of our time with Tokyo. I don't actually know what I'm more nervous about, the prospect of winning the Champions League or the fact that in a couple of episodes' time we could be looking for another job. Right, anyway, let's get into it. The last time you was with us was for the Champions League quarter-final, both legs against Buriram United. Shimizu we played off camera and lost. The second leg against Buriram United was a very, very nice, comfortable 5-0 win. After that, the results look really good, but the reality has been far from it. We played Hiroshima and won 4-3. If we have a look at the stats for this game, as you can see, it was a lot close. Well, I mean, to be fair, the scoreline does suggest it was close, but we went 2-0 up. Iguchi and Krastev with a penalty. That was on 25 minutes, 2-0 lead. I'm thinking, right, let's not mess this up. Let's try and get a third, see the game out. By the 50th minute, we were 3-2 down. We're giving away 2 penalties, and I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe what was going on. Then we got another penalty 3 minutes after they took the lead. Krastev took it and scored it, and I very nearly did change Krastev from taking the penalty because I thought he's already got one and scored one. I get uncomfortable when someone takes a second penalty because I always think they're going to miss it. But I stuck with him. He doesn't usually let us down, and he didn't let us down. That was 3-3. And then Seko with a goal from a Krastev corner, winning the game for us 4-3. It was quite some game, I've got to say. But they had the much better XG. They had more shots on target, more possession, better pass completion. They were the better team. If we're being completely honest, we just managed to nick one. But 7 goals in the game and 4 of them were penalties. So we moved on from that one. We then played Kashiwa and we won this one by 3-1 as well. And this was a type of game that, again, it was very even in terms of shots on target. We did have much better XG. We did have the better possession. Hosoya with the first 2 goals and Nakano scoring the third. Yeah, we deserved to win that one. That was a much better performance against Kashiwa. Then we played Kyoto and drew 2-2. And yeah, I mean, you look at this, we got away with one. We deserved to lose it. We scored 2 goals with only 1 shot on target. The first goal that gave us the lead was an own goal. And then they went 2-1 up. They've got their own Kobayashi. And then Morimoto with an equaliser in the 95th minute. It was the 95th of 95 minutes as well. Morimoto absolutely stealing a point for us there because we should have lost that. Then we played against Gamba Osaka. And again, this is the type of game that for the first half, we were terrible. As you see, they only had 1 shot on target in the whole game. We hadn't had a single shot on target in the first half. It was really poor, the first half. I then absolutely tore them apart in the team talk. And we came out, we got a penalty that Hosoya scored on 47 minutes. Then Hosoya with a second on 67 minutes, making it 2-0. And then Kobayashi with another 95th minute goal, making it 3-0. And the stats as a result of all this, the 3.44 XG is inflated because of the penalty as well. Possession was 50-50, pass completion was identical. We made it look better than what it was, quite honestly. Then we played Kawasaki in our most recent game and won 3-0. Now this was a good performance. This was without doubt the best performance we've had probably of the season, I'd say, because Kawasaki were 3rd in the table at the time. They didn't get a single shot on goal, only had 2 shots altogether. We scored 3, not one of them were a penalty, and our XG was 3.42, so really good XG there. 8 shots on target. Possession was pretty even, well, was exactly even. Pass completion was even as well. But yeah, we were very good in this game, and Hosoya, Iguchi and Matsunaga getting the goals for us. I am starting to think as well, by the way, that Iguchi only really likes to perform when I'm recording a YouTube video, because he's got a goal there against Hiroshima and a goal here against Kawasaki. Other than that, all his other goals seem to come when we're doing FM episodes. Obviously not here, so Maybe I'm talking a little bit of nonsense, but you probably get what I'm saying. So as a result of that, in terms of the league, which I appreciate I'm not really showing you any league games because we're focusing on the Champions League, we are top of the table, 10 games played, with 2 points ahead of Sapporo and 7 points ahead of Kawasaki. That 7 points has obviously grown to 7 points since we beat them in the last game we played against, otherwise it would have been 4 points. And then you've got Tosu in 4th and Kobe in 5th. So Sapporo and Kawasaki are the ones chasing us at the moment. But I must admit, it's quite interesting the fact that it seems to be a bit of a closer race this season for the title. And after the last 2 seasons where, I can't remember exactly how many points we won the last 2 seasons, but 2 seasons ago, we won it by 8 points from Kyoto. Last season was an absolute romp. We won it by 16 points from Kawasaki. So the fact that this season we're only 2 points away from Sapporo at the moment. Early doors, I know, but it is what it is. We've only conceded 9 goals as well. If you want to look at a team that's good defensively, Kobe, 5 goals is all they've conceded from their 9 games. I get the feeling they do have a very good defensive record anyway, but we're also not the top scorers because Sapporo have 26 goals compared to our 24, so we need to score a few more goals. But anyway, in today's episode, we've got Shonan in the 2 legs of the Champions League semi-final. The game against Tokyo Verdy, I'll play off camera, offline, and then we'll come back for the second leg in part 2 of today's video. We are at home in the first leg. If we have a look at staffing, just to update you on that, the board suddenly decided I could have an extra 2 coaches. So I've got a goalkeeping coach as a general coach. We're now all gold there. We're all gold for recruitment and we're all gold for medical. So staffing wise, we do have the best staffing in the J1 league. Finances, 13.5 million in the bank, and the transfer budget and wage budget hasn't actually changed. I don't think there's any transfer information to bring you up to speed. Oh, actually, there will be. We have had quite a few players have gone out on loan, probably from around this area here. Notable names: Watanabe, who has started a couple of times for us this season. Not in the league. He started 1 cup game for us. He's gone out on loan to Shonan, who do love to take our players, I must admit. It's the first one they got this season. And Romain Navarro has gone to Oita, who have I shown you all the games that we played in this? So we had Oita that we beat 4-0 in the League Cup second round first leg. We'll just have a quick look at that. It was a somewhat rotated team without being a fully rotated team. We had Barada, Nakano, Nakamura, Seko kept his place. Sasaki, our backup goalkeeper, played in goal. Rui Perez played in midfield along with Kawasaki. Prisbrick, on his way back from injury to get him some fitness, he played. Yamamura out wide. Massa in place of Krastev and Ishiinagi as our striker up top. The goals from Yamamura, 2 from Massa Watai, and Seko goal from a Watai corner. We are getting the odd corner kick goal. So yeah, we are through to we're not through actually, we've got the second leg to play, but we're 4-0 up. So the second leg, we will most likely field a very weakened team, especially considering it's at home. Might even get some of the under 21s to go as well. Right, let's go over to the matchday centre then. It's time for the first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Shonan. Okay, here we are at the matchday centre, and we do have one change that I wouldn't have ordinarily made, and that's because Kotaro Lizuka is suspended, so therefore Sota Kawasaki comes in his place. And we do have a few players that are on a yellow card. So Jacob Ha, Shota Matsunaga, Yuki Kita, all 1 yellow card away from a suspension. If we go to the bench, Nakamura is also 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So we do need to bear that in mind, ready for the second leg. Hopefully they can behave and we don't get them suspended. The concern as well is maybe we would like them to pick up a suspension for the second leg so that they don't miss a potential final. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, oh, hang on, I'm taking you through the team, have I? So it's Nozawa in goal, Matsunaga left back, Morimoto right back, Hart and Seko in the centre of defence, Kita and Kawasaki in the centre of midfield, Kazuki and Iguchi out wide with Krastev in behind Hosoya. Prisbrick is on the bench, but he picked up a little injury recently, so he's not really fit. He won't play unless I feel we absolutely have to bring him on. But that would be very unlikely. Bear in mind, we'd want him to be available for the second leg in a week's time. Right, let's get into the game. Carry on your performance from the last game, you'll do well. And we are against Shonan, all Japanese tie in the in the Asian Champions League semi-final, guaranteeing there will be a J-League team in the final of the Champions League. And we're hoping that team is going to be us, of course. Right, here's the first highlight in the 10th minute. It's with Shonan. We're not able to intercept the ball. We have intercepted it. We've given it to Nozawa. He's going to build out from the back. It goes to Morimoto, gives it to Iguchi. He gives it to Kawasaki. Back to Iguchi. What can he do with it? Gives it to Kita, who finds Hosoya, who's dropped deep with the ball. Gives it to Iguchi. Hosoya's marching forward. Kita finds Kazuki to Krastev. Oh, and Iguchi fires it over the bar. I wouldn't have put it past Iguchi to score as well, considering he does like showing off for the YouTube camera. Matsunaga with the corner. It's cleared partially. Iguchi has the loose ball. Hosoya. Why is Hosoya our furthest man back defending? That seems a bit weird. I mean, you'd usually think it'd be someone like Morimoto or Matsunaga. Usually leave a pacey fullback and maybe a pacey centre-back. But, yeah, that seems a bit odd. Right, Krastev with a corner from the left-hand side. Can he find someone? Puts it. Oh, it's gone back to him. He tries something a bit clever. It's still Krastev, and Krastev scores. 5th goal of the season, in off the post. They always look delicious when they go in off the post, don't they? And Krastev has given us a 1-0 lead against Shonan. We are at home. We have dominated this first half as well. They've not even had a shot at goal, let alone on target. Here's Krastev again in the box. Iguchi to Kita. Kawasaki gives it to Matsunaga. There's space opened up for him, and Matsunaga thought he'd try and make the most of it and took a shot, but it's gone over the bar. I'm kind of looking at how dominant we've been and thinking maybe we should be a bit more than 1-0 to the good. But here's Shonan now with the next highlight. They're on the right-hand side. Can they get the ball into the box? They can. Nozawa comes out nicely claiming it, commanding his area well. And he rolls it out to Seko. Gives it to Morimoto. Morimoto coming forward. Gives it to Iguchi, to Krastev. Krastev's gone round his man. He's in the box. Krastev, and Krastev has made it 2-0. We are 2-0 up in the 39th minute. Filip Krastev, our main man, in terms of that attacking midfield role anyway. And I never like it when there's an immediate highlight after a goal or at the start of a half or something. I mean, I love it if it ends up with us scoring. But more often than not, it's an equaliser, or not an equaliser in this case, but a goal back. They're not really getting very far. They go for a ball forward and they do find their man. They switch it out wide. It's good football from Shonan, but they're having to be very patient. And we've won it back. Higuchi's got it. He's got Hosoya with him. Can he get the ball in? No, he goes back to Kawasaki, to Yuki Kita, back to Iguchi. Krastev's got a first half hat-trick. 7 goals for the season. Filip Krastev with a first half hat-trick. We are destroying Shonan in this first half. A first half that ends without them having a shot at goal, let alone one on target. They have had more of the possession, but it just goes to show you can have all the possession, but you need to know what to do with it. They've also had the better pass completion as well, but we've had 8 shots at goal, 5 on target, an XG of 1.29, and we are 3-0 up thanks to a Krastev masterclass. 3 goals in 14 minutes from Filip Krastev. Indeed, let's keep this up for the second half. If we can not concede in this second half, then it's going to take every bit of whatever it is in me, self-restraint, to not start celebrating a Champions League final place. Right, calm down, Damo. Matsunaga with the corner, comes back to him, gives it to Iguchi, to Seko. Morimoto, he likes a shot. He took a shot and it was saved by the keeper. I will say it was well saved by the keeper, but he probably should have gathered it up, really. But it's gone out for another corner. Krastev's going to take it short by the looks of it. He does to Iguchi, and Iguchi just walks it out of play. I mean, I don't know what that was meant to be. In all honesty, that seemed like we messed it up a little bit. But anyway, right, we need to start looking at who we would take off. Might bring on Murayama for Kazuki. Right, here's Matsunaga. Kita, Kazuki. Still Kazuki. Oof. Thought Kazuki had heard what I was saying about him. I'm not taking off he's had a bad game, by the way, just that he's getting tired. Right, Matsunaga with another corner from this right-hand side. They clear their lines and it comes to nothing. Right, let's have a look at what we're going to do substitution-wise. Because I don't want to bring on Prisbarek. So I might actually bring on Masa Watai out here. I mean, he's on a 6.5, so he's not been great. I think we'll bring on Kobayashi for Hosoya as well. And I'm very much considering in the game against Tokyo Verdy that we rotate and use our second 11 because we want to keep players fit for the next game. But if we win this 3-0 or more, then we could potentially rest players. I don't know. I need to make decisions on that. Right, Krastev to Masa Watai. Gives it back to Krastev. Gets the ball into the box, but they don't really clear their lines. They just kick themselves into more trouble. Kawasaki's gone down. Hang on, it's gone in. Krastev. I thought it was going to be a penalty, so I took my eye off of it. But Krastev has actually put the ball in the back of the net. His fourth of the game. It's 4-0 to FC Tokyo. Oh, hang on. I'm going to do the substitution regardless of what's going to happen here. Right. So Ha has already been booked, so he's going to be suspended for the next game. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring Barada on for Matsunaga so he doesn't pick up a suspension. And then I think, what else do I want to do? Gucci's looking tired, as is Krastev. I mean, they're both. I mean, Shota Gucci's on a 10 out of 10, and he's not got a single goal. Has he assisted all of them? Well, he couldn't have assisted the penalties. Anyway, concentrate. Right, Rui Perez can come on for Yuki Kita. We'll keep it at that for the time being. Krastev's going to take the corner. The substitution has not been made yet. It goes towards the back post, and Jacob Ha heads it wide. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Shota Gucci has assisted all four. Oh, he didn't have a penalty. So, yeah, every Krastev goal has been assisted by Shota Gucci. What a two-man show this has turned out to be. Right, I think we bring Tabata on for Kawasaki just to save his legs a little bit. I don't think Tabata's really a ball-winning midfielder either, but we're 4-0 up. Rui Perez now to Kobayashi. Puts it out wide to Masa Watai. Gives it to Rui Perez, to Barada. Barada's lost it. Shonan have the ball back. Obviously, we would really like Shonan not to score because away goals do count in the Asian Champions League. So if we can stop them from scoring, then that would be awesome. Here's Kobayashi to Barada. Barada into the box and forces a keeper into a save. And it's gone out for a corner kick. It's going to be taken short by Krastev. Here's Masa Watai. Gets the ball into the box. They clear their lines, but Kobayashi picks up the loose ball. And that's where the highlight ends. Right. Now we're back. We're getting more highlights at the end of the game. Don't bring him down for a penalty, please. Right, Barada wins it back. That's well played. Gives it to Nozawa. He gives it to Tabata. Krastev to Kobayashi. Infield to Rui Perez, back to Seko. I don't mind us just playing the ball around nice and patiently like this. There's no rush at the end of the day. We're 4-0 up. Here's Tabata into the box. Oh, and he almost got an assist for Aguchi. Can't believe that Aguchi has assisted all four of Krastev's goals. Right, here's Massa. Gives the ball away. That was pretty point. So is this highlight just going to... Is it ever going to end? I mean, it's still really going on here. Is Morimoto... Krastev tried for his fifth goal but didn't get it, and it's gone out for a throw. Can we just end this highlight? Thank you. But now we're here with another highlight. I'd like the match to end now. I'm quite happy with 4-0. I mean, I'll be happy with 5-0, don't get me wrong, but I just don't want to concede a goal, and all the time we get highlights, I'm getting nervous that we are going to concede. Here's Morimoto to Seko. Gives it to Tabata. Plays it out to Masa Watai. I tell you, I've been quite impressed with Tabata's little cameo. Barada, back to Rui Perez. Oh, Rui Perez skimming the top of the net by the looks of it. And that is a 4-0 win against Shonan. And that is a perfect performance. They've not had a single shot of goal in the entire match. They're not going to be as bad as this in the second leg, I wouldn't have thought anyway. But we have totally dominated Shonan. totally dominated. Right, let's have a quick look at any news items that might. Al Ittihad are 3-0 up against Al Hilal. So by the looks of it, we'll be playing Al Ittihad in the Champions League final. It is going to be such a tough competition to win with them Saudi Arabian teams, with all those highly paid former European players. I mean, can we actually have a look at Al Ittihad a minute? I just want to have a look at what their team looks like. So let's have a look at this guy. I mean, Lorenzo Pellegrini, Richarlison. I mean, that's just about says it all, really, doesn't it? So we're going to be coming up again. I mean, I don't know who he is, but Mo Salah. Are you having a laugh? Frank Kessie. I'm assuming that's Mo Salah. Yeah, Mo Salah. Oh, my word. And then on the bench, where did I get Richarlison and all this sort of stuff from? Oh, it's Al Hilal. Right, so you got Richarlison, Pellegrini, Ricky. Is that Savic? Yeah, Milinkovic Savic. Kieran Tierney. I mean, he's injured. That's just about says it all. And then who have they got on the bench? Not anyone I'm recognising straight away. Hakami? Oh, no, I don't know him. Oh, I'm thinking of Hakimi, I think. Go back. I mean, they've got some decent players. They play a diamond formation that we would try and dominate the wings against them. But anyway, I'm waffling now. Looking at their route through, I mean, they've beaten Al Shabab, one of the other. Are they a Saudi team? Yeah, one of the other Saudi teams. That's a team that Jaja Silva went to, isn't it? I didn't want to look at that. I want to look at the squad. Is that a team that? Yeah, Jaja Silva. What's he doing with his time there? He's done decently, to be fair. 7 goal contribution to 25 games in his first season, 11 from 25 in his second season. His valuation is up towards 18 million, 30 years old. He's done all right for himself, the lad. Right, enough about that. I'm going to play the game against Tokyo Verde off camera, and I'll meet you back here for the second leg against Shonan. Right, here we are for the second leg of our Champions League semi-final. And after a 4-0 win in the first leg, thanks to Filip Krastev's 4 goals, this should just be a formality. We did play Tokyo Verde off camera, 4-2 scoreline in our favour. It was a mad ending to the game. We took the lead through Prisbrick with a Yuki Kita assist. Yamamura with an assist from Matsunaga made it 2-0, and Kobayashi with a Yuki Kita assist, making it 3-0. At that point, everything was all going very, very nice and rosy. Then they pulled one back in the 74th minute. I wasn't panicking. I just thought, okay, fine, it's a consolation goal for them. We might even go on to get a fourth to make it 4-1. But then they pulled another one back in the 91st minute. And then I did start to panic a little bit, because as soon as they pulled that one back, we then got another highlight straight away, which I was so worried we was going to concede. We didn't. It was a highlight for us in the end. And then we got another highlight, which turned out to be one for us. Then they've obviously got a player booked as well. But then in the 95th minute, we get another highlight. And I'm really thinking this game's just doing this to me, isn't it? But it ended up being Seko scoring from a Hosoya assist to make it 4-2. We did dominate the game. Look at the stats. That tells you everything you need to know. In terms of the actual team we put out, we did rotate a little bit. We had Kobayashi instead of Hosoya. We had Prisbrick playing on the left, Yamamura on the right, Kawasaki was in the middle, and that was it for our rotation. It wasn't heavy rotation, it was just slight rotation. I did take Morimoto and Matsunaga, both came off on the hour mark, and Nakano and Barada came on for them. The next 2 substitutions that I made was Kawasaki coming off for Perez, and who else did I change at that point? I think it was Krastev came off for Masawatai, and then Hosoya came off for the final 5 minutes. Right, let's get into the second leg. Like I say, we're 4-0 up. This should be a formality. We shouldn't be going out of the Champions League. However, we have got a lot of yellow cards. Our entire defence is 1 yellow card away from a suspension. Yuki Kita is 1 yellow card away from a suspension. Jacob Hart is already suspended. We really can't afford to have our entire defence missing for the Champions League final. I think it's a bit harsh that they're still going on by the semi-final. But anyway, here we go. I am really nervous about a yellow card situation, because if we have our entire defence missing, we could end up getting battered in the Champions League final. But let's go. Second leg, 4-0 up against Shonan. I mean, they have been on terrible form, to be honest. All I want from this is minimal yellow cards, or no yellow cards actually, and no injuries. I don't care if it's a boring 0-0 draw. I don't really care if we lose 1 or 2-0, to be quite honest. I just don't want yellow card. I mean, that's not a good start, is it? First minute, we're 30 seconds into the game. Oh, no. I mean, the game isn't going to do this to me, is it? I know it's not. The game would not be this ridiculous that we would surrender a 4-0 first leg lead. Bearing in mind, we only need 1 goal, and that's effectively 2 goals. Right, we're 20 minutes in. We just had a first shot at goal. It wasn't on target, but it was at goal. They've only had the 1 shot, and that was the one they scored. Right, here's the next highlight, 28th minute of the game. It's with them again. Can we not win the ball back? I mean, don't go diving in and getting a yellow card. But no, it's 2-0. What is going on? Why is the game doing this to me? I just don't understand how this game works sometimes. We've been having great performance after great performance after great performance. And they're going to get a third here, aren't they? Oh, you just know it's going to happen. Free kick on the edge of the area. Direct free kicks hardly ever go in, but of course it goes in now. Oh, I don't believe this. Seko needs to go. We need to make some substitutions at half time. We need to take Seko, we need to take Nazaro off as well, I think. We've got to do something, because this is just terrible. Right. He's off. He's suspended for the next leg anyway. Barada can come on, slightly out of position, but I mean, to be fair, I could take just about anybody. I think the only players that are actually having a decent game is Lazuka and Kita. Right, let's see how we get on in the second half with 2 substitutions, including their goalkeeper. They've had 4 shots and scored 3 goals. I mean, they didn't have a single shot in the first leg. Not even off target. I mean, this is just horrendous. How are we surrendering a 4-0 lead? I mean, have I got any other defenders on the bench I can take off? Not really. I'm just concerned that we're going to end up getting everyone suspended. Right. Kazuki's going to come off for Prisbrek because he's been awful as well. And Krastev can come. Actually, no, I think I'm going to take Hosoya off for Kobayashi. We've made 4 substitutions after 66 minutes. I never make that amount of substitutions that early into a game. Right, we have a corner. Barada. Morimoto with an overhead, and wasn't a bad effort, to be fair. At least we've actually had an effort at goal. On camera, that is. Right, an interception. We win the ball back. Here's Prisbrek. Coming forward. Lazuka to Yuki Kita. Gives it to Matsunaga. Can he find a decent ball? He can, and we've scored. Filip Krastev. Oh, my word. Now they need to score 3 goals to overturn it, because we've got the away goal. The next highlight now is with Prisbrek to Krastev. Morimoto. Oh, I'm so relieved we got that goal. It's such a weight off my shoulders. Here's a Gucci to Lazuka. Krastev. Still with Krastev. Gives it to Morimoto. And Prisbrek hits it over the bar. I say, to be fair, it's not, he didn't hit over the bar. I think it was saved by the keeper. It's a corner. Barada's going to take it. Whips it in towards the... Oh, that's a terrible corner, to be honest. Right, just play out to the end of the game. I don't care now. Oh, not. They've headed their corner over the bar. I just want the game to end. I'll be another highlight for them now. I just want this stupid game to end, please. Right, take Yuki Kita off for Rui Perez. Obviously, that won't happen until after this free kick. I mean, if we get through to the final, I do not care that we've lost this match. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like to win it, obviously, but... Oh, my word, they've hit the post. We've cleared it. Can we just see this game out now, please? I mean, I'm now confident we are going to go through. But that was a lot closer than it needed to be. Oh, my word. 3-0 down in the 41st minute. I honestly thought I'm happy with how this went. We won the first... No. Flash arms, we're training tomorrow for a dismal performance. Happy how it went. Yeah, I'm happy we lost 3-1. Of course I am. Right, what happened in the other game? Who have we got in the final? Let's have a look at the schedule. We've got Awita. It's a two-legged final. And we're away from home first. Oh, my word. I thought it was just going to be a one-off game. Okay, so we go to the King Abdullah Sports City, the Shining Jewel. That's a name of a stadium, isn't it? King Abdullah Sports City, the Shining Jewel. 62,241 capacity. So we go there, then we play Sapporo, who at the moment they're second in the league. And then we play the second leg back at our stadium. So on the plus side, if we do win the Champions League, we'll lift the trophy at our stadium. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Nagata, Oita, Tosu and Fukuoka off camera. And then we'll come back for the Champions League final in tomorrow's episode. Bearing in mind, if we win that Champions League, we might well be leaving FC Tokyo. I may even leave even if we don't win it, because I think we need a new adventure. But yeah, tomorrow is the Champions League final.